be like bicycle. In fact, right now, princess, comedian, actress, and Iyabo, actress, are ready to tear each other into pieces. Recently, Iyabo got a man, Polo. Polo is the elder brother to P Squares. You know them, P Square, the musician. Well, right now, there is fire on the mountain. Princess the comedian granted an interview with actress Alima that accused Pastor Sulele, Apostle Sulele. You know who he is? Apostle Johnson Suleman that Gislova brought some stories about. And before then, prior to then, we've been hearing stories from actresses and some other people, actresses all over the place, of the escapade of how Pastor Sulele, Pastor Apostle Suleman used this bula. You know, Otobolization. You know all of the story. This is serious. Now, comedian Princess granted an interview. In fact, Gislova was the one that hosted that interview. Actress was the face. Gislova is not someone that you can see. He has decided to keep, or she has decided to keep himself or herself to make sure that nobody put knife on his neck or her neck. Well, Princess was the one, like the host of the show. And the questions and answer went to a point where Alima mentioned Iyabo, Joe, and they talk of threesome and some other some, and in fact, these stories have been there, and it seems as if, Polo, of course, a guy man, he must have done his own thing, but there is something called pride. It takes grace. It takes a lot. I don't want to use the word love. It takes grace. It takes a lot for a man who is popular, a star, to hang with a woman that has so much stain. You don't want to go to the shopping mall, go somewhere, and people will be sneaking behind you like, is it not that one that they use for breakfast, lunch, and dinner? That kind of thing. So, right now, it's like house is going to break on the head of Iyabo Joe because Polo is ready to do what? Pack his bags and say, you know what? I'm leaving. You leave also. None of us is going to stay in this house anymore. Is as serious as it is. Iyabo Joe right now has unfollowed Princess the comedian on social media, on Instagram. Like, you know what? This is war. This is battle to battle. You know how hard, the effort I put to make sure I grab this Polo, this guy. And now, secret is leaking. No, I didn't say leaked. It's not past tense. Secret is leaking. More is leaking with evidences. The one that Gislova did at the beginning, names and a little bit of, those ones are just child's play. In fact, the woman that said, I've lost a lot. In fact, they used me for ritual. Alima Abubakar, she has said to scatter everywhere. Well, so it won't be that I'm the only one talking. We are going to sit here together and we are going to hear another bombshell. This is explosive. Don't forget to like and share this video. Don't forget to subscribe if you have not done so. Let us get right into it.
I just felt in my heart that no, this is not the right person to do this interview. And why did I say that? When she started by asking the question, if you notice, Princess didn't expect that she will be name calling. You understand? She will be name calling. When Princess heard Iyabo Joe, you can tell that Princess felt uncomfortable. She tried to carry on, but she couldn't because Iyabo Joe is her person. And obviously, we all know that if anybody is indebted to Iyabo Joe, Princess says it or her. She tells the whole world, if you care to listen, that what Iyabo Joe has done for her during Baba Jesha's time, out of everybody in Nollywood industry, she accolades Iyabo Joe. So you should know that Princess is not the right person láti ṣe interview. So I don't know if it is GLB that organized that interview. If it is GLB that organized that interview, I think Princess should not be used. She's good. But if it involves Iyabo Joe, if they want to really allow that interview to flow, she's not meant to be used. However, I think what happened was that, from the way I saw it, Halima had already, Miss Princess was not in the know of what was happening, really. In fact, she's not really, I think she's really clueless. She didn't just rara from the way she was going about the matter. She looked really excited when she began to hear some things. She looked really excited. It was just like, unlike I wouldn't be excited, because many of those things Halima had said them in the past. You understand? Halima had said them in the past, and so it wasn't a new thing. The only good thing was that we were seeing her say it. It wasn't as if maybe somebody wrote it out and they saying it to us, like GLB was the one saying it to us. So it wasn't a third party thing. It was an organic interview. So I think that was what impressed people more. Now, we are all aware of what Halima said. Halima said something. And what she said truly was that, we said it yesterday, she's met Suleman since 9 years ago. 2009, they started dating. In fact, they dated for 6 good years. Straight. Consecutively. Straight. They dated. In between it, she got pregnant 3 good times. Aborted. Now, in between it, she had this bleeding. You understand? And Sule was still doing the penetration. In fact, the one that tripped me most was when our lady princess said apostle. She corrected him and said, no. He's not an apostle to me, because I call him Johnson. So it was, you go and look at Halima's interview very well. I didn't study psychology. I did business administration. I did philosophy. I did law. I did master's law again. So I have nothing to do with philosophy at all. Do you understand? But I can tell you that if you are good in studying people, if you know how to study people, you can tell that lady knows what she's saying. She had a relationship, a good, fantastic. You can tell that she wasn't after bringing anybody down. Many of us, in fact, there was an impression that, it was very hard that all those lists of names came from. All those list of names, how, the people dating Sule. You can see from the way she spoke that she's not even aware that Iyabo has anything to do with Sule. She did not categorize, except maybe the one they are going to do today in the evening. She will probably reveal more. But a lot of people were like, oh, let everybody leave Iyabo because she's in a relationship now. And I understand. I understand that she's in a relationship now. But I must tell you people one thing. Yoruba ló máa ń sọ kíní yẹn. Wọ́n ní tá bá porí kòkò, a ṣe kíní kan. Please help me, Yoruba scholars. You see, in fact, I saw some people, because I think there was a rumor at one point. I wouldn't say they are lying so that it doesn't look like I'm taking side with Iyabo. You understand? There was allegation that Suleman was involved with Iyabo and her daughter. For me, because the daughter is involved, that's why I took it as a lie. I'm sorry. Count me out in that kind of thing. I don't go for kids. I don't want to know. You understand? But people were asking questions. And that was what they were asking that Sheun to ask her, which they had started again asking on that platform as well. Then she mentioned Chacha. But she did not go in depth. Kote Turakaton, she didn't. She was concerned in talking about herself. She wasn't concerned in talking about other people. In fact, when they brought her the list to her, she said when the list was sent to her and she saw her name, she said it hurt her badly because This is a man she was trying to cover up for. In fact, she said all the hearts, that she's the one that bought all those hearts for Sule. Because so that when Sule is coming to see her, I think after they've now discovered that, you know, she's now agreed to the fact that she wanted to be a second wife. But I don't know if everybody is seeing things from the way I'm seeing it, because I saw from GLB now that Iyabo called what's her name? Princess, an enlightened princess. So now there's every possibility they are not bringing back Princess, because Princess Onisheda Adamo many things she wasn't aware of. I think Iyabo has been able to put her through and maybe tell her some things, because the girl said, Apostle said Iyabo is her cousin, is his cousin. He said, Apostle Mark Parogon. Oh, they call for concern. If we are not looking at it from that perspective, I am. If we are not looking at it from that perspective, I am. You know, there's nothing as good as I've goofed. Moti goof niye. Nobody can kill you for it. Oh, I lie, my people. I'm telling you, if you goof, you goof. But you goof, you can't make people look as if they are the ones that don't fear God, and they are, you know, they are the ones that are bad. It can be very painful. Because I will not lie, for me, at a point I was beginning to think GLB should slow down. Could it be that all this matter about Apostle is being exaggerated? But look at a victim. And I want people to see it from how I'm critically analyzing this thing. A victim said when they were dating, he said he and his wife had problems. For you to consecutively, straight, date a woman so well, then later on, gave her ring, promised her wristwatch, diamond wristwatch, I believe, because the ring, the mother knows him as Okomo Awon. He was taking care of her. And later told her that, oh, the wife and himself, they are reconciling. After he has made her commit himself, you know, committed himself to her, and she has committed herself to him. He will go and have her sexually while she was bleeding. He would advise her to abort. She will abort. Can we all wake up from our slumber? What is our problem going on in Nigeria? Religion, you know, we've talked about this before. Religion has really blindfolded us.
Well, that is it. What are your thoughts? Drop it in the comment section. Do not forget to like and share this video. And if you're new here, please subscribe.